Hey guys, Lord British here. So yeah, this is just a quick channel update. So you may have noticed that I've been streaming on YouTube, or at least my streams have been going up on YouTube and they're being streamed to YouTube. There's a couple of reasons for this. And the main one was I was having synchronization issues whenever I uploaded a Twitch VOD. Not sure why, but the VOD was fine. But whenever I'd upload to YouTube, it would desynchronize the audio. I have no idea why. I tried adjusting the audio codec to what YouTube uses and did all the settings across the board, and it still desyncs. I don't know why it does it. Like, I have no idea. So it was frustrating me, and my fix for that was to split the VODs into 30-minute segments. But that requires editing, you know, and kind of the point in streaming is not having to do that shit, basically. So it was just becoming time consuming again, and it was just like, it was kind of just like, this is pointless. Why am I doing this? And the service I was using was obviously Twitch. It's the main service most people use. I did use Hitbox for a while, but there was server issues with that game. Like, it would just go, like, some people would just go black and they couldn't see anything. So I mean, obviously the point in streaming is I want people to be able to watch it, and thus that's really one of the reasons I switched it to YouTube now, because Twitch has a big problem. It has a huge flaw, like a really big one, and that is that obviously I'm going to stream in the highest quality I can stream in, because I want the stream to look good. I want it to look nice. So I was streaming in the maximum bitrate allowance, which is 3500, and I had my frame rate set at 60, and Twitch handled that beautifully. It was fine. But obviously with the desynchronization of the VODs, that's caused an issue. And yet another issue is some people were watching the live streams and they're like, yeah, I can't watch it, it just keeps buffering. Because you have to have reasonably good internet connection to watch Twitch, but you will not. I mean, if you're watching on just a wireless device, it can be a pain in the ass. And this isn't a problem for anyone who's Twitch partnered, because you know you have the ability to adjust your quality. Unfortunately, for every Tom, Dick, and Harry like myself who's not partnered with Twitch, your viewers can't adjust the quality. And it's a really big fucking oversight on their part. Let's be honest. I feel they would have a larger audience. You know, they'd have a larger amount of people using their service if they removed that fucking stupid shit. But no, it's there, and people have to deal with it. So I'd honestly, with the whole VODs desynchronizing and the whole people complaining about it's just buffering constantly, I can't watch this. What's the point in using Twitch if it's just causing issues? So I decided to test YouTube a few times, and I've been streaming on it a couple of times. My first was Oblivion, and then I did Duskers, and I most recently did Jalopy. And I learned a little bit more each time I did. See, Oblivion went well, but then it became unstable after a while, and it's just like, well, the issue's not my internet connection. My internet connection is fine. You know, I've got a very good internet connection, so I was just like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Well, why am I having issues? And I guess it's just because the connection to the YouTube service aren't as good, because YouTube doesn't give you an option of a server to stream to. It just has one. So basically the entire world's trying to stream to that, I guess. So yeah, that could create issues. So I managed to fix that with Duskers. I basically chose to only stream in 3000 kilobytes per second. So, and that kind of fixed the connection issue, but then of course it looks a little bit rougher because I took 500 kilobytes off of it. And so to cope with that, I also put it down to 30 frames, so it hopefully looked a little bit better. So yeah, and it did, it worked. Everything looked fine after that. And then most recently with Jalopy, sorry, I increased my CPU processing on my end, since my CPU is pretty good. Obviously with the higher bitrate I didn't need to do that before, because I've lowered it. I've done it to cope with the visual loss, so it still looks better, but obviously it puts more of a load on my system. Like I said, I tested it extensively. Jalopy wasn't a very good representation of that, because that game was a Unity engine and optimized piece of shit. and the tests I did with it was with Fallout 4, which is very CPU intensive, and that game looked fine. So yeah, so basically the main reason I've switched over to YouTube now is because people who watch my streams can now adjust the quality, because YouTube allows you to do that. Even you don't have to have like a fucking partnered channel or some ridiculous shit. So that's the main reason I'm doing it. Like I said, I say a quick video. I've yammered on for quite a bit, but hopefully that explains why on my end. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the fact that I'm going to be streaming on YouTube now. Obviously, it means I don't have to make like an announcement video or whatever. I mean, I may still do an announcement on Twitter, but from what I'm aware, I think it does it automatically, because I've checked my Twitter feed and it said, I've been streaming when I have. So yeah, so it's a lot easier on my end, and it's a lot easier for people to watch on their end. So I think everyone wins in this circumstances. I had a few followers on Twitch, but like it's, like honestly, if this is working better, then I'm going to use this method. My only hope is I hope that YouTube give you some server options, because at the moment everyone's just got one to connect to. So, or it may just automatically connect to a closest one. I'm not quite sure how that works, but yeah. So until next time, guys.